Well, hello, good morning, and welcome to round two, race two here of the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup at Le Mans. Now, I did say yesterday that this place never fails to disappoint in terms of its surprises and action, and we got it by the bucket loads here in race one. Before we get rolling with race two, let's look at those highlights.
Who's going to get the start? Is Benyat going to do it from pole? He gets rolling very, very well. Sully tucks in behind him. This is going according to plan for Sully at the moment because Benyat has the lead. Sully tucked right in behind him.
Fernando Bajosa from fifth on the grid slots into third, but there's a big old run up towards third through turns 1 and 2. Now into turns 3 and 4, would you believe it? Bajosa nearly up the inside of Mounsey. Mounsey continues in second place. Christian Daniel round the outside there on the number 70. The American looking for third position either, but he really tries to cut the nose of Bajosa, and they're three abreast now through Museum Corner. Bajosa up the inside, then he takes second place, and it's as you were, like in race one, Jerez. It's Benyat Fernandez versus Fernando Bajosa. So we go across the line. Benyat Fernandez, what, about half a second lead now, and Ogiwara up in the second place. The Japanese rider, what a ride this is. This is the kind of thing you'd expect from when the weather in Le Mans turns a bit brutal as Bajosa scythes his way through on Mounsey, pushes him wide, and invites David Gonzalez through turns 3 and 4.
Alfonso Almeida, Alfonso
Almeida,
the Portuguese rider, the 16-year-old.
Starting from near the back of the grid, unfortunately, one of the riders with the grid penalties, wasn't he? Qualified 19th in his third year of Rookies Cup. But Travis Borg says, hey, mate, I'm in year one, and I'm sending it out the inside then in the final sector. That's a bold place to make a move like that early on in the race. He clearly thinks he's the man to close that gap up to Gonzalez and Benyat Fernandez as they cross the line once again. And David Acosta's group, 2 seconds just off the next one of Singapore in 10th. And wow!
I said I absolutely love the place, having a great time, and it shows. Look up the inside of the number 11, David Gonzalez.
Wow.
The Japanese takes the lead. Ogiwara, head down now, down the back straight, up front.
As we see Fernandez go up the inside of Ogiwara that time. Christian Daniel doesn't need a second invitation either. He's trying around the outside. Is he going to rail it? No. Ogiwara manages to salvage something, maintains third position. But here we go. Fernandez holds his line in front of Gonzalez. No way through this. Oh, no, there is. Gonzalez gets him on the cutback. Down the back straight they come.
Absolutely superb. And the crucial thing is that they've all got slipstream. So David Gonzalez leads, but Benyat Fernandez and the rest have the slipstream down the back straight, flat out, and it's all to be sorted out. It's going to be messy into the final corners, surely.
Christian Daniel has a big moment. Straight back on the gas. Goodness me, that was nearly him out of the race. Fernandez up the inside.
Perfect move from Benyat Fernandez. He has to hold him off now.
Brilliant.
But up the inside, surely the number 11 is going to have another go into the fast corner. There's no green there, that's okay.
He's going to try!
11 up the inside, down!
He goes down!
And Benyat did superbly to miss him. Poor old David Gonzalez falls, but it's brilliant. Benyat Fernandez wins across the line.
And it's Ogiwara second place, Marulanda third. He gets it!
The race was difficult because I started on the position 12, and it's so special to be on the podium here because it's a new circuit for me, and I'm so happy.
Yes, I'm so happy to this result. My first time podium in Rookies Cup. The race was so tough race. Every lap, every corner change position. Then, final corner I overtake Bajosa. Then somebody crashed front of me, and I get second place podium. Yes, it was incredible.
I just did whatever I wanted, and I take it quite smooth, and I'm very happy to be very clever now, because this is the mindset I need to have to win the championship. But as I said, yes, step by step, always, and I'm very happy to be the winner on this race.
So nice to hear from our riders about their first race in Le Mans. But not every hero wears a helmet. Behind every rider on the grid, there's a whole team carrying the dream with them. Mechanics, helpers, families, parents, long nights, sacrifices, and endless support. these are the people that help these young talents chase the road to MotoGP.
The first 2 seasons, I was the mechanic helper. So I was, changing the tires and changing the brake pads and cleaning the bike and things like that. This season, since it's Christian's 3rd season, and next year maybe he has a chance to go to the World Championship, I had to take a step back and try to coordinate some of the business stuff that goes on. And so now my main job is being a dad. Sometimes if he's stressed out or he just wants to talk about how excited he is about something, I just listen to that, because it's, at the end of the day, like, that's why we're here.
We have Dirk Heidolf. He's since he is beginning racing on our side, and we train Finn and he make all the races with Finn and so on. And I be all the time at the race weekends in the back. Maybe like a good friendship, but also respectful, and that's I only motivate him and be a part for him.
You tell your kid, hey, if you do all of this work, then this is the outcome. And in his mind, he's going to MotoGP one day, So there arrived a moment when he was very skilled, and everybody in America was like, hey, like, he has a chance maybe to do something special. And when we came here, I realized that the only way to make this happen was to come here. Like, if we stayed home, it would be very complicated for him to be fast enough to enter. And I just remember him, like, I talked to his mom about it, and imagining telling your kid, no, that he's done all of the stuff he's supposed to do, but then say it's not possible, I feel like I would have killed his motivation for life, because then how do you work 100% for something but only get it if you're lucky or something? So we said it's worth the risk.
They told me, wow, what's amazing, you win the championship and now you get the tickets for the Rookies Cup. So he was proud, and everything, all emotions, what you can think we had.
Racing starts now. I'm handing you over to our fantastic commentary team of Matt Dunn and Peter Clifford for all the live action from the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup.
Well, the clouds don't look so promising, do they, Matt? I mean, the weather forecast was definitely for rain. At the moment, we don't have it. It's dry. Is fingers crossed, is that enough?
Yeah, certainly. It's much cooler this morning. There was lightning all around Le Mans in the evening last night, late last night, even into the early hours. And, well, the music was still thumping, though. The hundreds of thousands that are here to watch racing here today at the French Grand Prix. They do such a fantastic job here, don't they? What an atmosphere it is.
Yeah, well, that's right. It was sensational last night, the Luke Ackerman and Sarah Lazzetto and the other stunt riders doing an absolutely incredible job.
There we have your pole sitter and yesterday's race winner, Beñat Fernandez, starting once again from first position. What a race we had yesterday, Peter. Of course, he won it from Ryota Ogiwara and Matteo Marulanda. I mean, what a cracking race we had, but it wasn't too chaotic, was it? Thank goodness.
It was brilliant, and Beñat did everything that he needed to do. He said he's not worried if it rains. He said, don't forget, I won here in the rain last year, so rain or dry, I don't mind, he said.
Don't worry about it, I've got it covered.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and a little wink to the camera as well. Go on, son. He's brimming with confidence at the moment, isn't he? Absolutely cracking.
Yeah, that's right. He said to I'm going to win it yesterday, and he produced it. There was no doubt about it.
And of course, that did come at the expense of Javier Gonzalez, who starts third on the grid here today. He fell down at the final corner, making that lunge for the victory. He'll be back for vengeance here today. And of course, alongside them on the front row of the grid, you've got Sullivan Mounty as well, who had his cracking ride yesterday. 6th place finish, 10 points for Smooth Sully. Well done to him. But you've got to keep your eye on people like Fernando Bajosa as well, Travis Borg, Singapong and Christian Daniel. They're all in that top 8 group in the final lap, including Guillaume Plonk, the local hero as well, one of 2 in David Acosta as well. They had a great ride, big pack yesterday towards the end. Do you think we're going to see something similar here today, Peter?
Yeah, I mean, Beñat said, look, I really wanted to split it. He said, but I just didn't have the confidence in the front. The front wasn't giving me the confidence that I needed to get away. And he said, I thought, well, I'll just have to, hang in there and try to keep the front of the group. He said it was important important to keep to the front of that pack, not drift back too far, he said, because then things get very tricky. You know, have you said Travis Borg was fifth? He said, you know, just towards the end, I felt the rear tyre go away, and I didn't have the performance I needed to battle for the win. And he was one of the few who said, absolutely, I don't want it to rain tomorrow. I'm not very good in the wet, he admitted.
Well then, Travis Borg was actually fastest in free practice 2 on Friday as well. And of course, with qualifying 9th on the grid, you're certainly in the mix. So keep an eye out for him once again. There, no mistaking that star of Malta on the front of his helmet.
Well, that's right, isn't it? And, you know, he came from, as you say, from 9th on the grid, and you know, quite a few of the guys came through. Of course, our Japanese ace Ryota Ogiwara, he came through as well as the our 3rd place finisher did as well. So Marulanda. So, you know, a bad past starting position really doesn't matter too much.
A couple of shout-outs, though, yesterday for varying reasons. Keandra Amadipa, race 2 winner in Jerez, finished up 10th. Wasn't feeling so confident yesterday. And then behind him, you've got Ethan Sparks in 12th place. Want to give a shout-out to him because he had a monstrous high side on Friday. Some incredible pictures from that I saw on Instagram. But yeah, 12th place yesterday. Well done him.
I thought it was very interesting listening to Bez comment after the sprint race yesterday, saying that overtaking here is so difficult, there's only one line. I thought, well, you better watch a Rookies Cup race, mate.
Yeah, exactly. There's no shortage of it on these small capacity machines. This is one of the key overtaking hotspots here today. Really keep your eye on that towards the end of the race. There is David Gonzalez, who went down at that very turn yesterday. That bumped him all the way down in the standings to 11th place. This is a rider that really wants that to win the championship here this year. Could have got an opportunity to move up to Moto3 last year. He's mature, he's old enough. He needs to get these results, though, so no more mistakes from him today, you'd certainly hope.
And as you know, we saw some guys run on the green yesterday, but nobody actually got a long lap penalty for being on the green too much, which was good to see. Right. Okay, another 15 laps here. There is the number 69 of Fernando Bajosa. He's ready to go, as is everybody else. 15 laps of Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup action. And away they go. And another great start from Beñat Fernandez. Sully again, almost an absolute replica of yesterday's start with Sully tucked in behind him.
An absolutely naff start and getaway from David Gonzalez, though, but he salvages it, hooks a couple of gears, he's back up into 3rd, but he found himself off the line around about 5th or 6th initially. Rider's got to be careful here. Much colder this morning, but all seemingly safely through turns 3 and 4. Really 1 and 2. But it is Beñat who leads from Smooth Sully, David Gonzalez, Bajosa and Christian Daniel already up in towards 5th place. A place gained for him off the start.
And a good point you made there, Matt. It is much colder than they try all the way through practice.
Oh, Beñat, sorry, getting a bit sideways there into Museum Corner, Peter.
Yeah, it's one of his favourite corners, but he was testing the limits there, wasn't he? There's the number 70 of Christian Daniel Jr., but it is yesterday's winner and the points leader, Beñat Fernandez, who still leads down the hill.
And the number 71, Carlos Cano, getting beaten up here into the bottom turns just before the back straight. He started 4th on the grid, but I think he's just been pushed back to about 8th now. He's certainly got the 1 lap pace in qualifying, but Carlos Cano struggling to keep it up in the races.
And Bajosa there, and the number 69, he's up into 2nd place.
No, but he's not, because there he goes. Smooth Sully up the inside. Go on, Sully, have some, lads.
Mixing it up with the Spaniards, the Brit, between the 2 Spaniards there.
Christian Daniel up into 4th position now. David Gonzalez pushed back. Travis Borg, the fastest in FP2, as I said earlier on. A great race from him yesterday to finish 5th place. He's occupying that same space right now. Here we go then. Final couple of corners, and we're about to complete lap 1. It's your pole sitter taking off across the line. 1st position from 2nd on the grid, Smooth Sully. Bajosa up from 5th to 3rd.
Yeah, absolutely superb start from everybody. Looking very clean and calm at the moment.
Oh,
but up the inside,
Christian Daniel, off he goes. The 70 takes the lead. USA out front here in Le Mans.
Brilliant stuff, absolutely superb stuff up the inside, and made it stick through the left and the right-hander and over the hill underneath the Goodyear bridge of the DHL this side, it's Goodyear on the other side, and that really is a change. Something shifted in the fabric of the universe. That's no longer a Dunlop bridge.
Yeah, what a crime. Oh, well, of course we love Pirellis in this series, don't we? We're looking there at Ryota Ogiwara, up to 8th spot, was our second place finisher yesterday. Took him a few laps to get going, and then he found his way towards the front, and there he was, battling all the way to the end to get his first podium in only his 3rd race in the series. But as we go into towards the back straight, it's still Christian Daniel who leads. He's up front now, much quicker than he was yesterday. Clearly some homework done overnight for the American. Cracking stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he was pleased enough with his pace yesterday, very frustrated with the mistake, but now making up for that in no uncertain terms. Absolutely superb stuff from Christian Daniel Jr. But Barroso, it is in 2nd place. And Barroso was saying to me yesterday, complaining of the fact that he feels he's, you know, on the big side for the Moto3 spec KTM. He says, you know, his bike doesn't get out of the corners as fast as the lighter guys.
As we were just, I got caught out then as we were switching back then. So Beñat Fernandez, no chance of leading. He's not really as in command at this moment, or maybe he's sussing out the situation. There's the 27 of Matteo Marulanda, down in 16th, Peter, at the moment, from 12th on the grid. Of course, he got 3rd yesterday. That was not the getaway that he would have wanted.
No, he said, and you know, he said he had to work for it yesterday too. He didn't get really the start. He had to work really hard to get on terms with the leading guru. And that is Barroso up the inside into the left-hand chicane and turning right. He still has the advantage, the number 69, the lad who thinks he's too heavy for a Moto3 bike.
Giulio Pugliese, fastest rider on track last time around, finished qualifying 8th on the grid yesterday, got beaten up in the race, finished up 11th spot then.
Right, so Barroso still has the up there, and this is a favoured overtaking place for the number 7.
Wow.
He said, that's my favourite place, Beñat Fernandez. He used it perfectly yesterday. He's done it again today.
What if he was sussing out the situation earlier on then? But I'm keeping an eye on the 31, the Italian, Giulio Pugliese, up the inside, 2 for 1, buy one, get one free. He's been down to Tesco's this morning for a meal deal, and he's up into 4th.
Yeah, that was superb, Matt, wasn't it? That overtaking move up the inside into the right-hander there. Oh.
Beñat Fernandez does not want to lead this race at the moment. That's the same tactics that we saw back in Jerez down the back straight then. Sticking his knees out to really create more of a drag effect to make sure he doesn't catch the slipstream and overtake the guys in front.
He's happy, but he does want to stay towards the front of that group. As I said, he didn't want to drop back in the pack. He said things get far too messy if you lose the front, and if he can hang in there, he'll be quite content.
Singapore up from 7th on the grid, maintains that same spot this lap around. That was Beñat, was it?
Yes,
it was.
Yes,
way wide. Goodness me, he hit the back, did he?
Yeah, I think he clipped the guy in front there as he made a mess of it into the right-hander, braked too late, or the other guy slowed down too much.
Wow, look where he is now. Where is it? 7th spot for the number 7.
Exactly where he said he didn't want to be. I don't think he's going to hang on there. And Sully, he's got Sully behind him as well, so perhaps he can pull Sully forward.
God, this is a huge, huge pack this morning then, and that's given the Italian Giulio Pugliese 3rd spot at the moment then. He's hungry for more, another rider who really has big championship ambitions this season. He moves up into 2nd, all but too briefly as Barroso takes it straight back. It is, who's in the lead at the moment? Is it Christian Daniel? Here's what happened, Peter. Talk us through it.
Yeah, he goes up the inside, but then Christian Daniel, I mean, you know, Christian not doing anything wrong at all. It was just really a mistake as Christian Daniel came across the front of the number 7 Beñat Fernandez. And he was lucky to stay up, I think. You know, if you have the front clipped away from you like that, you can very much easily end up on the floor. It's Christian Daniel that leads on the number 70.
Singapore up to 4th place then, ahead of Travis Borg, and he's got David Gonzalez for company 2. Names all over the place. It's a complete lottery. I can even see race 2 winner Ramadeepa in the background there. The number 32, the Indonesian, battling it out as well with the number 20, Kratokville as well, the German. They're all the way back at 13th and 14th, but look how close they are to the leaders.
Yeah, and Beñat's still back there. As he said, it gets very messy if you get away, if you let the front of the group go. And it still is Christian Daniel Jr. now making a slight advantage at the head of the field.
Travis Borg up the inside of Beñat Fernandez. Beñat needing a couple of laps, I think, to really gather his thoughts once again. Don't want to make a similar mistake as he did last time, but he punts Travis Borg wide there. Really cuts him loose. Off the track you go, mate. Have those for track limits. Beñat means business. Back in 6th position on the chase. About a second is the gap up to Singapore, Bahosa and Gonzalez.
And Sullivan Mounsey locked onto the rear wheel of the number 7 Beñat Fernandez.
And through we go, I'm told by one of the TV directors, it's under the virtual DHL bridge. Dunlop's still there, Peter, you can relax. It's all virtual. Is this AI rubbish now? No, I'm kidding. No, it's not actually AI. They do it manually. They're very clever at what they do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's have a look then. We got Karpushin, a podium finisher from last time out in RF, down in 18th. Got a long lap penalty to serve. I believe that would be for what happened yesterday in the race. He's got David da Costa for company, who I believe he came together with at the end of the race.
So Guido Pugliese on the number 31 in 2nd place behind Christian Daniel Jr. as they go down to the very, very tight right-hander, back into 1st gear. Now accelerating up through the gearbox to 2nd, to 3rd, to 4th, to 5th, to 6th, 210 kilometres an hour, 130 miles an hour, all slipstreaming down to the left hand of Shimano Buff.
Pugliese really looking for a way up into the lead, sitting there comfortably in 3rd. This is more like it from the Italian. I expected more from him this year, but David Gonzalez looking to make amends for yesterday's error at the final corners. He's got Pugliese. They both take Christian Daniel up the inside.
And Beñat Fernandez back in 10th place.
Wow, he's really getting beaten up then. Goodness me. Beñat, you got to keep a cool head, sunshine. He's got Guillaume Plonk for company.
Right, out onto the start and finish. There'll be just 10 laps of the 15. A third of the race has gone.
Fastest lap to Ryota Ogiwara. 2nd place yesterday. The Japanese rider in 7th spot now. As we see, oh, sorry, it's Karpushin. A shortcut at turn 4. So that's why he's got a long lap penalty. There won't be big prizes for Yaroslav this round.
No, he's not having fun, is he? Didn't have fun yesterday either. So it is the number 31 of Guido Pugliese ahead of David Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes up the inside.
For how long? Not very long at all. Gonzalez back up the inside like a shark who smells blood in the water. He knows the leader of the championship has been punted way back into 9th place. He's got to capitalise on it. It's Singapong looks up the inside of Christian Daniel at turn 7 now. Runs it a little bit wide, but keeps the spot.
Looking back there, you can see the number 7, the yellow stripes on his helmet back there. He really is just in the midst of a messy pack.
Christian Daniel up the inside once again, then takes 3rd spot back from Singapong. Someone else I've been keeping an eye on, the 71, Carlos Cano, back in 15th position now. He's really got to do something in the free practice sessions to work on the sort of race pace, because clearly the pace and the talent is there. Big hype around the Mercian, but just not delivering the results at the moment.
Yeah, and it's, you know, changed with every corner again, just as it was, you know, in race 2 in Jerez a couple of weeks ago. Nobody with a clear advantage of it all. David Gonzalez, as we've said, you know, he's the man that we think should have the pace to perhaps get away from these guys, but he's had a troubled time so far in the Rookies Cup this season. Up the inside goes the number 7, grabs a place back, but he's still back at about 6th place at least.
Sullivan Mounsey managed to make a move through on Ogiwara again then, but he's going to get taken straight back then. A good drive from Ogiwara out of the final turn. Wow, they're neck and neck through turns 1 and 2. Sully says, no way, I'm keeping this spot. I'm tailing on to Beñat. They work together in qualifying. Can they work together here in the race to get themselves back in the driving seats? Christian Daniel slots in there, back into 3rd position. He looks to his right at the big screens to the exit of turn 4 then. Down into turns 5 and 6 we come.
Brilliant stuff. Overtakes at every corner. Now the climb up the hill into this superb long left-hander. It's tight and it opens up as they accelerate out from 2nd to 3rd gear and down the hill to one of the slowest parts of the corner, the 1st gear. Garage Vert, and it still is the number 11 of David Gonzalez with the slightest advantage. 7, Beñat Fernandez up into 5th place.
Another long lap penalty for Martinez, the Venezuelan, a shortcut at turn 10 for him. He's been dished one out, so he'll have to be sending it down the order. He came away with, what was it, top 5, top 4 in
and somebody
Jerez.
else goes right. Was it Benyat again who got
No
punted
way,
off?
it was. Oh, he's rattled.
Yeah.
He's got to be rattled, surely. Benyat Fernandez.
Yeah, and I wonder if he'll get penalised for a shortcut there. No, he's letting the other guys go past because it wasn't a choice. He got pushed wide there, but it's not an easy race for him at all. It's just not all smooth and under control as the first 3 races of the season were.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's fascinating, isn't it? The trials and tribulations of Rookies Cup riders. This is the beauty of motorcycle racing, elite sport. At 1 minute you're the cock of the walk, the next a feather duster.
Yeah, he didn't get punted. He actually just got it sideways. I don't think he touched anybody else, but he does slow down to let the others go by. So I don't think he's going to get penalised for that. Let's hope not. He let the other chaps go by. Yeah, he just got it all crossed up on the brakes.
This is what it's all about. But he's still recovered quite well. He's still in the mix, Peter. I know he's 9th, 8th place now, but he's still there. He's just got to calm down, keep his head, pick him off bit by bit. Still 8 laps to go.
And the fastest lap of the race so far for Sullivan Mounsey in 5th place as he crossed the line last time.
Now this is the sort of pace that they were running yesterday, sort of mid to late race now. The leader of the race, David Gonzalez, a 145.9, comparatively a bit slower than what we saw yesterday. So I wonder if that's the cooler temperatures, or if actually there's a bit too much mucking about.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of mucking about going on right there, Matt. Right, out onto the back straight again. See who's picks up the slipstream.
Bad news for Benyat. Bad news. He's got a long lap penalty for the shortcut at turn 10 then. Goodness me, maybe he didn't lose enough time. I know it's done mathematically, so that could well be the reason why, but going to be difficult for young Benyat now.
Well, this is a test, isn't it? It's what you do on your tough days is what dictates championships and world championship. He goes up the inside there. Let's see. Let's hope he, on his dash he will get the warning that he's got the long lap penalty.
There's absolutely no missing it. It really is all in your face.
That's right. It's on you in the dash. He goes up the inside again. He goes up the inside of Christian Daniel Jr. to get into about 4th or 5th place now. You can see the number 7 there with the yellow stripes on the helmet, but he has a long lap penalty. And here sets the fastest lap of the race so far.
He means business, but he has it all to do with a long lap penalty. He is going to really struggle with just 7 laps to go to really reel them in. He'll lose about 3 seconds or so. Oh! Who's down in the background? Someone is down. That was a big coming together. Looks like it could be. It's Singapong, I think.
Yeah,
oh,
I think you're
what
right.
a shame. What a shame for Singapong. That is a big, big shame for him, but all okay. That has really split the pack, though, Peter. We've got a duel at the front, Gonzalez and Berhoza, as Singapong walks away.
Yeah, and you say it's a 3-second sort of penalty to do the long lap, but in this sort of race, it's not the time, is it? It's the race position. He's going to go right to the back of the pack there. Let's see how, he needs to take this as soon as possible. There are only... No, that's not him taking the long lap penalty. That's, I think, Martinez who took the long lap penalty.
Venezuelan.
So that is where the long lap penalty is to be taken, and really Benyat needs to do it as soon as possible at the moment. So he has the chance to get back in front. Look, Schmidt is notified. We're notified of Schmidt as a faller. Bad luck for him. Well, it's all happening, isn't it? Hard to keep up. But it really is the number 11 of David Gonzalez who has the advantage at the moment.
Do you know what?
Yep.
Someone who I'm impressed by. 4th position, Sullivan Mounsey. Sully, you're doing absolutely cracking. Here's what happened at turn 1. Benyat pushes Christian Daniel wide, and it looks like Singapong had his own crash in the background there at turn 3. Long lap penalty complete for Tinez. He will slot all the way down outside of the points, unfortunately, for the Venezuelan. What about our man, Benyat Fernandez?
Well, he's crossed the line in 8th place.
Sully moves up the inside, 3rd position for Sully. Go on, lad. Fastest lap again for Mounsey. He's in the groove. This is the kind of thing you want to see.
Absolutely superb stuff. He gets up into 3rd place there. The number 4, you can see the green and yellow helmet of the British rider. So It's the corner after this one where we need to see Beñat Fernandez taking the long lap penalty.
And he's got Kratochvil, who's moved, the German, Finn, has moved up into 10th position ahead of Beñat Fernandez. And Christian Daniel pushed all the way back to 12th now. They're in this chasing pack. Beñat puts his hand up. He's going to take the long lap penalty.
And he's way back,
wow,
isn't he?
Yeah,
he's way back. It's a real test. Let's hope he does it. Doesn't, he's got to keep within that tarmac, within the white lines, not make a muck of it. He does that superbly.
Pretty well sorted.
Yeah, pretty well sorted. There's no green out there. That's okay. And he tucks in behind the number 71.
Carlos
so he's way
Cano.
back. He's out of the points
wow.
at the moment in 16th place.
Goodness me. Well, this is one of those tough days for the championship leader. What are you made of? What can you do from here, Beñat? We shall see. And that brings the championship back to 2 points. Bahosa will have no idea what sort of favours he's doing himself. He's in second position now. The rookie of the rookies, year one, can find himself well into the driving seats. If he takes first, if he wins, at the moment he could be the series leader going to round 3.
Well, you know, you see that Beñat sort of doing these great races and you think, oh my goodness, you know, he's going to win the championship. And it reverses. In a couple of laps, it's all reversed.
Right.
And there's nothing in it.
Pace has dropped, Peter. They were mucking around. It's conclusive. They're all getting in each other's ways. They've dropped nearly a second from what they were doing previously. Fastest rider on track, Ryota Ogiwara, second place yesterday. He's coming. Oh, that was close between Pugliese and Sullivan Mounty then. The pace is being pushed. In these last 5 laps, it's going to be like a bomb going off.
It really is absolutely superb stuff. David Gonzalez has the advantage. He's made mistakes already this year. A couple of crashed out of the last 2 races, in fact, and he's now leading this one. He needs the points to get back in the hunt.
Who's that on their own, just in the background? It's Kiandra Ramadipa, the Indonesian, winner in Jerez race 2. Can he chase down these guys here? His lap times were pretty much on par with them. He needs to do more than that. It looks to be the leading 12-seater we have up for the win here. Travis Borg in the mix as well. 5th position for the Maltese at the moment.
And that is the Maltese cross on the helmet of Travis Borg, but it is still the number 11 of David Gonzalez with the advantage over the number 69 of Fernando Bahosa.
Into the Shimano Buff S's we go. One of the best sections of track there. Little wheelie for Bahosa as he changes direction. Little flick of the throttle and things to help it get turned into the stadium section. Beautiful positive camber here as they then go right, then left again. Great overtaking spot coming up, and that was a great overtaking spot for Travis Borg there up the inside of Pugliese. So neat, so nice. Is Pugliese going to get it back? No, not this time.
And Fernandez up into 14th place, picking up a couple of points, but he's nearly 5 seconds off the leader. So it's just a question of how many points he can grab in the last 4 laps of the race.
Right, watching the series leader, Beñat Fernandez, fastest lap of the race, 1:45.0, up into 14th in the points then. What can he do with just 4 laps remaining? Bahosa into the lead then. Gonzalez second place, Mounty third. Got Borg for company in 4th position.
And Bahosa doing what he needs to do to try and grab that points lead, but it's David Gonzalez who goes up the inside on number 11 to retake the advantage. There is the number 7. That's our point leader with the fastest lap of the race so far.
This is so fascinating, Peter. What a race this is. And look, I mean, he's even had a coming together with somebody. His front brake lever protector is all skew-whiff. So clearly been argy-bargy somewhere along the way. Bahosa pushed back to the back of this group then, and they've got Ramadipa 1.3 seconds the gap now. I think the chase is on. I think the second group can catch him back now.
Well, you know, Christian Daniel Jr. is going to want to do that, isn't he? He's in that second pack. He's already led this race. He's going to be super disappointed to be down in 8th place.
Yeah, another rider with a long lap penalty. Another shortcut. Alfonso Almeida. Long lap penalty for him in the closing stages. He's down in 15th spot. He'll lose the point scoring finish.
Right, so the number 11 still has advantage. Sullivan Mounty in 2nd place. Absolutely superb stuff,
but
he's under pressure.
Not for long. Oh, yeah, not for long. Pugliese takes it back then. Yeah, very smooth that from the Italian.
But it's actually, you know, this is the experience that Sully needs. He needs the experience of running at the front like this with all the quick guys. This is going to do superbly for him for the rest of the year. There's the number 97, Ryota Ogiwara, as you pointed out, Matt. He's very much in the hunt here.
3 laps to go as they cross the line. 11 leads from 31, from 4, from 69, from 23. Then we have the 97. Those are your leaders. But for how long? The gap across the line was still 1.3 seconds. Could well be just these 6. Up for the win then. Bahosa up the inside of Borg and into 4th position.
Bahosa on the 69, going down the hill.
Another fastest lap for Beñat Fernandez, Peter. 12th position now he is.
Yeah, he's doing everything that he possibly can, that's for sure. The number 4 of Sullivan Mounsey in 2nd place.
Peter, I'm sorry, 1:44.6. Look at the pace these guys could be doing. They've been messing around. Danny Revolta will be looking at that going, look what you could have been doing all race long if you weren't mucking about. Come on, lads!
Yeah, just head down, stop stealing the line from everybody else and just get the head down and try and make it to the checkered flag.
Right, through Garage Vert we are, onto the back straight then. Sullivan Mounsey, 2nd place. I couldn't be happier for him. What a race this is for the Brit. This is the kind of progression we love to see from these 3rd-year riders. He's neck and neck with Giulio Pugliese. Into the Shimano Buff S's, turns 9 and 10. This is where we're seeing a lot of the shortcuts from riders, where Beñat Fernandez's race came undone. And look, actually, it's 0.8 of a second now between Ogiwara and Ramadipa. I think they are actually going to get caught with 2 laps to go. But how much progress can they make? Let's find out. It's going to be a dress rehearsal coming up then.
Yeah, just who's up the inside goes the number 23 of Travis Borg. Yeah, that was a beautiful move by Borg there, the Maltese, on Sullivan Mounsey to take 2nd place, and he's right in the slipstream now of David Gonzalez.
Sully really struggling out the final corner then. I wonder what sort of gearing he's got going there. As there we see Beñat Fernandez, series leader, 12th spot. He's on the back of that chasing pack now. He's going to be making moves all the way through there as Borg makes moves into the lead. Go on, lad, have some of that. Beñat is on the chase again. They're all together now. It's 0.4 of a second. It's now a massive lead pack once again. It is going to be absolute chaos, a real melee in these last 2 laps.
How often do you see a Maltese rider leading a race at a Grand Prix? Absolutely brilliant stuff. I hope they've got the Maltese national anthem ready for him, because I'm sure he's determined to win this one.
Well over 100,000 people are packing the grandstands here today, this morning. There'll be some sore heads from last night, but what a raw and incredible race they've got to kick off the day's action here at the French Grand Prix. We go down the back straight then. Big slipstreams coming up. Some wild moves incoming. Look at that. It's Christian Daniel back in the groove then. 7th place for the number 70. In contention for the podium in the lead. Here we go, Peter.
Yeah, and Beñat Fernandez is right there now. He knows that he can pick up very valuable points here because his arch rival, the number 69, Bahosa, is right there in 2nd place.
We do have a fall down at the back then of that group. Not sure who it was from our timing screens, but we switch our attention back towards the front. Borg in command just about then. As we have the dress rehearsal for the finale then. No one overtaking him here this time around.
And there's the number 7, that's our points leader.
10th spot as they come over the line. That's Dak Egan, who's stopped with a technical issue then. No crashes for him, but no points today, unfortunately. Here we go. Final lap. Gonzalez, Borg, Bahosa, your leading trio. Gonna be absolute chaos at the turns 3 and 4. They fan out. Who's it gonna be? Borg. Wow, sides across the front. The corner speed he was carrying. Absolutely superb. Determination at its best.
Absolutely, wasn't it? It was a beautiful line with such pace. No one was going to get inside him there. Absolutely incredible stuff. He's really stuck his head down now. If he can put the perfect lap together, this is going to be a superb victory for him.
Into Museum Corner, Bahosa looks up the inside, sideways, and nearly clips the back of David Gonzalez. That would be all the sort of luck that the Spaniard needs there. Then Sullivan Mounsey for company just behind them. Ryoto Ogiwara as well. Here's a big overtaking spot now. Who's going to be the last late breakers? It's going to be David Gonzalez. Ryoto Ogiwara! Goes up the inside.
But
Sully's
there. Sully's up the inside. He's going to get the slipstream coming out. He's going to get a perfect slipstream from David Gonzalez. They're all in line astern there. Who's going to be latest on the brakes at the end?
On the grass! Christian Daniel on the grass! He's motocrossing! Goodness me!
But still, David Gonzalez has the advantage.
And here we
Sullivan
go.
Mounsey in second place.
Stadium section, big overtaking spot coming. Gonzalez in first, Sully second. It's going chaos all the background. This is it, Peter. One more overtaking opportunity.
Sully's going to have a go up the
He's
inside,
go
surely. Surely Sully's going to have a go up the inside.
Who's
yes,
going to
go
get
for
it?
it, mate.
Who's going to get it? No!
It's David Gonzalez has the
Oh!
advantage. It's David Gonzalez going to win. Nobody's going to pass David as long as he gets the drive down. David Gonzalez will win from Sullivan.
No, it's Bosa!
Ferdinando Barroso just got ahead of Sullivan Mounsey as they crossed the line.
A first podium for Mounsey. He'll be delighted.
Yeah, he should, because he raced it all the way, didn't he?
Oh, cracking. And what a comeback this is from David Gonzalez. From the gravel yesterday to the top of the box today. What a role reversal for the two Spaniards of yesterday's race.
And our Maltese man, Travis Borg, from leading, it really looked as though he could have won that in fourth place. No disrespect, but and Bennett Fernandez, 8th place. Very valuable points for that. But Barroso's grabbed a load of points on him and really closed things up at the front of the championship. That's superb.
Well, I'm not sure about you, Peter, but I didn't know where to look in that final corner. I was trying to guess who was going to go where, do what, etc. You know, goodness me, it's just all going off in Rookies Cup this year, isn't it? You just never know who the favourites really are.
No, I mean, I was trying to push Sully to have a go there, but there's no doubt about it that David Gonzalez, you know, he knew what the limit was after overstepping the limit yesterday. He knew that, you know, that Benyat, as he said, Benyat said, look, I knew that if I braked as late as I possibly could, if anybody did anything to brake later like David, he was going to be in trouble. And David, of course, knew the same thing. Brake as late as you possibly can, and there was really no way that anyone was going to pass him. Superbly judged this time.
And mate, look at that. Sullivan Mounsey couldn't be happier. Look at that. He will be chuffed to bits. He's got his mum here this weekend. Just so happy for him.
Yeah, that's right. We need to see people working so hard, and you know the whole family is behind him, working so hard, putting everything into giving him every chance. And as you say, Matt, there is the front brake protector sticking up. I don't know which of the incidents that was, because as we said, he clipped the back of another rider going into the final corner, but that was with the front tyre. That was, it wouldn't have been that, it would have been a different incident, but just shows how close things are.
Really good. Well, that was a solid salvage job for young Benyat Fernandez. And, well, as far as salvage jobs go, as I said earlier, one day you're the cock of the walk, next day you're a feather duster. Well, he was the feather duster yesterday, but today he's the man.
Yeah, 0 to hero there, eh? Absolutely
quality.
Superb.
And there you go, Fernando Barroso as well, the Mallorcan. Absolutely brilliant from him too, to cement that second place. And yeah, well, but this is what we said, you know, that feature we had at in the pre-show, Peter, of all the families and things, you know, every family gives everything to their riders, don't they?
Yeah, that's right. We all get excited about the young lads and lass who are on the motorcycles, but there's so much effort from everybody. You know, that's a mechanic, his mechanic helper there, but of course all the technical staff, you know, the technical staff, you know, are wonderful guys. They live this. They put absolutely everything into giving these guys the best possible machinery so they can display what they do.
That's Sully's Junior GP Moto 3 team, CIP, coming to congratulate him. It's their home race today as well. Oh, isn't that so nice? Go on, Sully. Yeah, drink it in, mate.
Yeah, great stuff.
First person he goes to hug, Gustav Lauinger as well.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, my goodness gracious me.
Goodness me. So let's have a look at the rest of the results, though, because we've got to give some shout-outs to other riders. Ogiwara, I think, has really announced himself as a real contender this year. 4th position in the standings, 43 points after that, 5th place in the race. Ramadeepa, 6th place after a difficult ride yesterday. Interesting stuff. What's happened here, then?
Well, this is the last time. Look, it was forward breast, wasn't it, going down the hill there? And David just did the necessary.
Ogiwara.
But the inside Sully, and Sully gives himself the best opportunity. That, as you said, I think was Christian Daniel Jr. off on the dirt, but Sully's right in behind David Gonzalez there.
I wonder if Ogiwara is a fan of Noriyuki Haga, because there he was the samurai of slide, like Nitro Nori back in the day.
Yeah.
What a finish. Absolutely cracking. Oh, look, that's where he lost out on 4th position.
And how close was it between... Yeah, there's the 69 and 4.
Goodness me.
Barroso and Mounty. Yeah.
Love that. Travis Borg needs to not celebrate so early because he nearly lost that position.
Yeah,
there. Like,
that's
come on,
right.
lad.
He could have lost about 3 places there, couldn't he?
It's not over still. It's over, mate.
Yeah.
Settle
absolutely.
down.
And the points now, it's now 10 points. It's closed up. Beñat Fernandez still leads it from Barroso 74 to 64. Wow.
Well, then, we're going to be hearing then very shortly from our first-time podium finisher, Sullivan Mounsey, then in Parc Ferme with Domi. Emotional one for him. Take it away, Domi.
Sally, huge congratulations. Your 3rd season in the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup. Finally, you did it. You got a podium.
Golly me, that was bloody amazing. We worked so hard. So hard, and I can't thank anyone. And my dad says always be professional on TV, but I'll tell you what, thank you very much, Dad, and thank you very much, Mum, because it was all because of your hard work that's got me here. Thank you, JNS, Frank Thomas, everybody that's helped get me here. It's made a huge difference. Training, preparation. My parents sold the house to get this opportunity, so I can't be more thankful. I've arrived, baby. This is my ground now.
Oh, yeah, that's what we
I'm
like.
so happy for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Yeah, Sully, have some of that. What a Parc Ferme interview. Quality. And Peter, look, I mean, sold the house to be here. That's exactly the investment, ladies and gentlemen. You know, goodness me.
Yeah. And he said, you know, he said after practice, he said something's clicked here, Pete. He said something has clicked, and it certainly has. It's clicked, and he's into gear.
Well then, 2nd place though, Fernando Barroso. We're getting used to saying that actually, aren't we? I mean, what a string he's having of results then. Take it away, Domi, how does he feel?
Well, Fernando, what a wonderful race, really difficult and very best in the last lap, so explain us everything.
Well, it's incredible, this racing. I enjoy a lot this race, overtake and overtake and overtake, and crazy, the result is incredible. I catch a lot of points to the leader. That this is the important thing. I fight a lot with the bike. I make some changes after tomorrow, and the bike works super nice. I'm super happy. In the last lap, I have a lot of overtake with other riders. I cannot win, but I managed to make P2. It's a lot of points. I'm super happy, and in Mugello, a lot better.
Congratulations, thank you.
Yeah, he enjoys his racing, doesn't he? Great to see.
Yeah, loves it. A very determined young lad. You know, you can see there, happy enough, but not really, because he wanted the win, didn't he? So, and that's a right, you know, that's a guy who's like, I don't care if I'm in my first year. I'm here to do the business right now.
Yeah.
And that's kind of fire I like to see in the riders.
That's right, and he's a racer all the time, isn't he? He's always sticking the wheel inside and that. You don't see him making an awful lot of mistakes. He's riding right on the limit, but he manages it really brilliantly.
But what about your winner from zero to hero? Take it away, David Gonzalez.
David Gonzalez, congratulations, incredible performance. Unlucky yesterday, very lucky today. So tell us, how did you manage to stay so focused throughout the race?
Yes, I am very happy. Yesterday I crashed when I fighting for the victory in the last corner. Today I try to push in the race to broken the group. And in the last lap, I say I need to start to go first and push hard the last sector, and I win the race. I am very happy. The champion is in the first race. It's difficult, 2 zeros, but with this performance in this race, I think I can fight him.
Well done, great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the Red Bull Rookies Cup, for this opportunity, my sponsor, my family.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's the point, isn't it? You know, he crashed the 2 previous races. If he had those points, he'd be well in the hunt. And he's obviously got the pace to be in the hunt for the rest of the season.
Yeah, so the number 11 was actually 11th spot in the championship yesterday. 13 points to his name only. He's now moved himself up into 5th spot in the standings, 38 points. Let's look at the final results then. So we know the podium. Gonzalez, Bahosa, Mounsey. Travis Ball got 4th position. What a ride from the Maltese rider. Great stuff. Ryota Ogiwara nearly got him at the line then, along with Kiandra Ramadipa. A cracking ride for the Indonesian as well. That leaves him still in 3rd spot in the series ahead of Mugello. Pugliese was just behind him, ahead of Benyat Fernandez. Christian Daniel in 9th. I mean, you got 10 riders, Guillaume Plonk in 10th position, within a whole second, Peter. Goodness me. Marulander 3rd yesterday, 11th today. Kratokville in 12th place from David Acosta, Ethan Sparks and Carlos Cano, the last of the points finishers. Christian Borelli, 16th. Karpushin, Varga, Almeida, Tines, Alejandro Fernandez and Jurien van Kruchten in 22nd spot. The last of the finishers. Dakigan, technical issue. Agostinelli, a crasher. Then we had Singapong, another crasher, and Archie Schmidt out as well, unfortunately. Here's what that does to the series, though. Yes, 6 spots up for David Gonzalez. Mateo Marulander, 6th place. Singapong in 7th. Christian Daniel, 8th. Mounsey up into 10th spot, just behind Travis Ball. Peter, all to play for. 2 rounds done already in just a couple of weeks. We are well into the season. What are you expecting from Mugello now?
Well, I mean, Mugello is one of the favourite racetracks in the world, isn't it? Yeah. You know, there's nothing better than a couple of Rookies Cup races in Mugello, and, you know, the slipstreaming down the start and finish straight, 4 or 5 abreast on the brakes into the first right-hander. You know, it has everything you need, doesn't it? It really is a wonderful test of the young riders. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And the fans, of course, around Mugello, everything about Mugello is good. There is Sullivan Mounsey, and a quite a tired-looking Fernando Bahosa, but it's Sullivan's Mounsey who is the first up in 3rd place. There's the Union Jack, a rare sight, unfortunately, in Grand Prix racing these days, and the 2 Spanish flags, much more common. Handshakes all round, great stuff. And the trophies will be awarded today by Sebastian Purnell. There he is. He is the managing director of Epon, the lubricants company, which is so fabulous supporters of the Rookies Cup. And Sebastian is a big race fan himself, but he's also plays in his own rock band Engine, and they were part of the promotion here last night, rocking with the fans well into the late hours. And he loves his racing, loves his music, and it's great to see them here because they are such wonderful supporters of the Rookies Cup.
Yeah, fair play. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And they do get the trophies this time. A cut-off used Pirelli tyre, gold, silver and bronze. Time though now for the Spanish national anthem.
Of the winner from Spain.
As I said, we've got Mugello to look forward to next. That's the end of the month, May 30th and 31st. All races can be seen both live and repeated on the Red Bull TV, Facebook and the YouTube on the Red Bull Motorsports channel. But until Mugello, it's goodbye from Matt Dunn and myself, Peter Clifford.
These are the highlights from Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup Race 2 in Le Mans, and it was your pole sitter Benyat Fernandez who got away with the best of them, with Sullivan Mounsey, your eventual podium finisher, hot on his tail. Fernando Bahosa, also on the podium, was there alongside David Gonzalez, your winner really battling towards the front. It was a true Rookies Cup battle royale. Christian Daniel Jr., the American, at the front for a while, with Bahosa making moves in the background. Then you had Travis Ball come into the mix alongside Singapong as well. But Gonzalez, a different rider than who he was yesterday, down in the gravel at the end of the race, on top of the podium today. This was the crash for Singapong, going down, but fortunately okay. Then this was the final lap. Ryota Ogiwara up the inside, the Samurai of Slide just about misjudges it and takes a couple of riders wide with him, and that was nearly the end of it all. David Gonzalez comes across the line to win ahead of Sullivan Mounsey and Fernando Bahosa. What a ride! From zero to hero, the championship is on.